Yo, what's going on, my friends? Welcome back to yet another video. Today we're doing something a little bit out of my comfort zone, which is obviously talking about a TWAB. I'm not a TWAB guy, you know. Fallout and Across, they've got you covered when it comes to the nitty-gritty details of this TWAB. Every little change, every little minute little detail, of which there are many. There are many buffs and nerfs and tweaks and changes to many different weapons and many different perks in the game, which I've got to say is cool. So many things being tuned is going to add an element of freshness to the game. There's a decent nerf to the Gear Falcon's Hauberk. However, the nerf to Invis is laughable, I'm afraid. At this point, I'm convinced that every single dev at Bungie is an Invis main and they just cannot let it go. The big problem with Invis, well, let me tell you. First of all, it's very hard to see in certain instances due to the lighting in the game. Second of all, the uptime on Invis is absurd. You can basically be invisible the entire game. That is one of the major issues with it. The change that they've gone for, adjusting it so that the Invis player doesn't have the outer ring of his radar visible, is one of the most, it's a slap on the wrist. It's a nothing change. It's a nothing change. And they haven't also addressed the sidearm issue. They've nerfed the zoom on Drang, but all other sidearms are still going to be absolutely insane. And yeah, guaranteed next season's comp meta is Dead Messenger, Invis, and sidearms. Put it down in your notebook and come back to this video and you can tell me how right I was. Now we're going to go over to my Twitter page because I'm not going over the details in the TWAB. Again, TWAB is not my area of expertise. I don't expect this video to do amazingly well. So if you are watching, don't forget to leave that like. It really does help out. Anyway, we're on my Twitter page, DFP Shake on Twitter. You can drop me a follow here. And these are just some of my thoughts on the TWAB. My main takeaway is this right here. I'd be more excited if this read, "We get it, you guys hate this system, it's being scrapped." This is what they are doing for in-air accuracy. After all of the discussion around this topic this week, we got a little bullet point here in this massive TWAB. A large rebalance of the airborne effectiveness stat, making primary ammo weapons significantly more accurate while airborne without any investment in the stat. This is just, it's disappointing, and it's just a little bit depressing that after everything that's been said, they refuse to just say, you know what, we're gonna get rid of it. And I just don't know how Bungie are failing to see the writing on the wall here. This isn't going to be enough. Most players are still going to hate this, and until it's removed, they're going to continue to hemorrhage players from the game. This is almost guaranteed. So that's the number one thing that I did not like about this TWAB. Now I can show you my other tweet here. My primary concerns for D2 PvP, continuing with SBMM in basically every mode, removing Rumble, the AE system being in the game, not adding new maps anywhere close to often enough, and that also the Invis nerf, my goodness. They must love Invis. That TWAB doesn't do much for me. Now I know a lot of people will hate my guts for me tweeting this out, and for me just not losing my mind at all these new tweaks to Borealis and this change and that change, these little tweaks. Like I said at the beginning, they are good. They are gonna, you know, add an element of freshness to the game, but ultimately nothing is going to change. And I also go on to say that in this tweet. The tweaks to perks and whatnot is cool. The shotgun reticle thing sounds promising, but as I understand it, still jumping or sliding will still give your pellets a mind of their own. Nice info dump, but ultimately nothing really changes bigger picture. And that is why I'm making this video. I don't want you guys to just lose your mind at the sight of a long info dump. It's really nice to see a bunch of nice little tweaks and changes, but ultimately, if you're a PvP player in Destiny 2, this TWAB is not going to change anything. That's just the truth. Nothing is going to change. Next season is very likely to just not be that great for PvP, and these changes are not going to be enough. Now, I asked this question to my followers. Will the changes in the TWAB get you to play more PvP in Season 19? And you can just see for yourself. Of course not. Not really. Not really. Play more, you ask? Nope. No. Not even. Like, you know, these are not streamers. These people replying to me, they're not all, like, maybe one or two of them might be streamers, but they're all just regular players. They don't have agendas. They don't have, you know, agendas against Bungie. They're not being negative for the sake of being negative. They're just all mainly being extremely honest. Our player population is huge. The recent forays into Crucible have been brutal. I'm not even a god at the game. Yep, that's skill-based matchmaking, screwing over another average player. That's just how it goes. And you can see, meh, nope. We've got one positive reply here. I'll give you a heart for being one of the only ones. Probably not, nope. LOL, no, 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 no. Yup. Okay, we got another yup in there. Why not make this a poll, brother? I don't know. I don't know. I just did a tweet, brother. I'm not really thinking about it that much. This is a live video edit since my boy Fallout replied to the thread, and he's actually being positive. And since everyone was saying no, I thought I would throw Fallout's responses in as well. He says, personally, yes, new comp system plus Gear Falcon nerf plus Invis nerf plus perk rebouncing plus easier primary AE shots. However, still want more AE system. In my opinion, should be more forgiving to specials too. This is a big fact. I completely agree. So yeah, there are some positives. It's not all negative. However, the overall player sentiment, at least from what I can see, is that it's not enough, you know? So that is why I'm making this video, just because, you know, a large info dump is great, you know, like I'm glad that they're making changes. These RB ornaments that our community created, that's pretty awesome. I'm not gonna lie, that I really like. Also, we're getting a Trials hand cannon, which is awesome. However, you know, we're getting a Trials hand cannon and they aren't addressing sidearms apart from Drang. So like you can unlock this Trials hand cannon and then people are just going to run up to you invisible and blast you in the face with a sidearm. So, you know, that's great. They're also doing something to shotgun reticles, which I really do like the idea of the shotgun reticle change. If I can just scroll up and find it, here we go. So aggressive frames are going to get this reticle, precisions are going to get this one, lightweights get a diamond, rapid fires get a square, slugs get an updated reticle. Like, I do like this, but when AE exists in the game to butcher special weapons' very existence, what is the point of this? What's the point of this change? I don't understand. Furthermore, another thing that really bothers me is that Dead Messenger is getting a buff through the changes to the fundamentals perk. So the meta for next season is set in stone. It's going to be invisibility, Dead Messenger, and sidearms. And, you know, you couldn't pay me to go head to head with some sweaty nerds who go invis all day for a number next to my name and no rewards. My prediction, the competitive mode is going to bomb, and it's going to bomb badly. Now, this is just how I felt. I got it off my chest. I hope you guys enjoyed hearing my thoughts on a TWAB. It's a little bit different. I was actually in the middle of uploading a very, very funny video where I created a really trolly build and we had a lot of fun with it. That's going to have to wait now for tomorrow, because if I uploaded that now, it would just get absolutely, you know, it would just get buried by all the TWAB videos. So I thought I'd make one of my own. Anyway, guys, that's it from me. If you enjoyed hearing my thoughts and my rambles, make sure you drop a follow. Drop me a follow on Twitter as well. We can go through my notifications as I leave, and you can just see that, you know, big picture, nothing is changing for PvP. And if you're a PvP player in Destiny 2, don't forget that. Much love, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.